Mayhem recap. So we made it to 89. We died a massive amount at 89. It's just my normal curse. Every time I get to 89, any character, I die non-stop. It's been a curse for a long time. So pretty much the upgrades we made is didn't touch the flask. We did put the Jade flask on, which we talked about in the last video. I just put through just threw some stuff at it, put it on there, and called it good enough. Boots are the same, belts the same, gloves are the same. The only thing we did is we put fire and chaos here. We changed this to lightning and chaos. Oh, there's a carcass jacket. Oh, and we also found a carcass jacket today. A really good roll. It's just for some reason I could not sell it at its actual price, so I just kept lowering it. It started at 200 chaos earlier today, and now it's already down to all the way down to 95. Just at least get rid of it. Maybe? Cool. So pretty much... Oh, wrong buttons were clicked here. There we go. So the rings we did... we changed this ring from the last video. So on the rings, since my resistance was really good, I just searched for anything that pretty much fixed the last my resistance without this ring in there and chaos resistance. That's all I did. Same exact amulet, same weapon, same chest. We did change the helmet. I ended up with a lot of exhaust this morning just from selling a lot of chaos, and I've been selling a lot of fusings off today this morning, since fusings were going for 2 to 1 and I had over 200 of these, so I've been selling those and buying exalts, and I ended up just picking one of these up. Probably wasn't needed for this build, to be honest, because from the last helmet, which is still in here, this one, it was actually not that much of a difference between the two. I think it only was like, this one gave me 100 more life, and this one just gave me 200 more ES. That's all it really did. This one was nice because it gave me a big chaos resistant number, and it gave me +1 to discipline and malevolence. And that's all it really does, to be honest. And reduce their mana cost, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Normally, you would run the enhance and another gem in here, but I'm not going to buy enhance on a 7-day event. It's not worth it. The amount of money that thing is worth. And I don't care enough. And we also re-rolled the gems. So all the gems now are 17, around 17 mark. 16, so yeah, this is about 17. So yeah, they're around 17. This one, we just changed the battle discipline, which I already had on stash. So there's no reason this one's maxed like this. But yeah, most of the gems are, I would say, between the 7. I would say about 17. Looks like 17, 17, yeah. But yeah, the gems did not touch at all. It's still the same exact gems. This one's here just for leveling, which is actually about to hit 20. So we'll probably get this to 20 before we sell the character off. So pretty much, oh, I did make another change actually too. So we did make some changes in here. The only change in here we made is we got these were the next 2 levels we put here for more resistance and life, and life. We did anoint this. This was a red, black. This gave us more damage, chaos damage, leeches, energy shield, so it is really nice and defensive. And more effective wither, which comes from the spreading rot when we do the blight. And that should not be like that. But yeah, a lot of this stuff like up here, this didn't change. This is still the same cluster. This down here, so we did add a new gem. We did add a green nightmare. This is very expensive. It cost me about 320 chaos to get this. Does it need it? No, you don't need it at all. All this really does give you 3% dodge attacks and 5% cold as extra chaos. It's not needed whatsoever. I would not recommend this. I would probably go for a Transcendent Mind if you can find one to put right here. It'll be much better. There hasn't been any on the market, so I don't have it. But it's a better upgrade over this. That'll give you like 25%, I think, more damage. And this one gives you nothing really. Green Nightmare is really not needed. And other than that, nothing really changed. Still the same jewel here, which is not correct. Guess we're getting more trades in, which I probably should have had this on D&D. I always forget to do this though. 10. And I guess we'll talk about our next project actually. So I was originally going to take this character to 90, what did I say, 90, 95. But I've looked at the rewards, and the rewards actually I don't care about at all. The 90 and 95 words I don't really even need, since I actually have some of them already. I care more about the delve and the flashback ones. So those ones for sure, we're going to hit 95, and I'll pretty much go for our best to do that. So pretty much I would recommend this build to anyone really. Even as a league start, the build forms very well. You don't need the Green Nightmare. You don't need, you don't need Vertex. This was pretty easy to get. I got it for 60 Chaos, and it's already gone down. The staff was 8 Chaos. The colors was probably the hardest thing to do, but the staff does give you a huge boost of damage. So I'll show you one of these actually we could do, instead of a map, actually we could do this.
Need a map?
We have all of these actually there on Awakener 2. So we can actually conquer how it does against Conquerors. So let's do this real fast. We'll do the instead of a map. We'll see that for later though. So I'll show you how it does against Conquerors. The build's very good. I would recommend a league start. Probably would. Oh, this map sucks. I would probably change the build up a little bit, just because it's not probably the best at doing defensive wise. The biggest problem I had with this build so far is mainly I'll show you in a second. Our resistance are fully maxed out. Chaos's max is at 76, I think, so it does help out a lot. Breach. It does pretty good against Breach. Harbinger is not the best for, just because you have to sit there, wait, and it sucks against totems that give you the, wherever they're at, I don't know where that totem's at. There it is in the back. But it's really nice, stuff like this. Freezing is the biggest problem. But you see, it wipes the screens very quickly. Damage is very good. I'm pretty sure I could easily take this build 95. I actually took it slower, did lower tier maps, and just took it really slow. But my playstyle is more like just go quick. So what I'm going to end up doing after this video, I'm going to end up actually selling this character off. And then I'm going to end up building the totem build, which I was supposed to do on Mayhem League Start, but it was bugged. But I think I'm going to try it now though. See how it does. Because I think that build can push 95 pretty quickly. So probably re-roll the character tonight. Get probably halfway, maybe the maps tomorrow, which is Monday, which is the day you're seeing this video. And then pretty much we should be done by a couple days easily. If I could find the boss, it'd be nice too. I still, oh, there it is. Let's see if we can do this real fast. The build is really good. I mean, casting ED, then just holding Blight. Oh shit. And you do have a heal mechanic on it, so it does help out a lot too with your life leech. That's done. You should be ready to fight. There he is. I really don't like this boss. He's dead. Put our safety cushion up. Let's try drugs. So the hardest conquer I'm having with problems with this build is the blue one. Just because she hides in the way you want to call it, this ice or whatever. And the single target damage is really bad with this character. So it's something that definitely needs to be worked on. Which probably do need to switch into the bow build. Which is just extremely expensive to do. For a plain bow build, I've done it once. And with this build, and it's going to cost usually 20 plus exalts. But the build can tank a lot, which is really nice about this build. And you do have Val Blight too for good damage. Because the minute you usually cast that, boss usually die pretty decently with the Wither. As long as you hit the right button, which I don't ever do. Yeah. And then he dies, and that's how easy it is. And you just throw the Watchstone, I guess here, I don't know. But yeah, that's sort of the mini showcase of this. The build has gone through a lot and done a lot of content. Like, it had no problem with temples. It did syndicate extremely easy. Pretty much the Cyrus, I don't think the build can do. Just because the biggest problem I've seen about the build is that it's single target. It's the biggest problem I've ran into multiple times. That's why I've had to use the other person I played with. So he's my single target killer, and usually I'm the AOE killer. But because he's playing Toxic Rain, so his build destroys single targets. So that's pretty much the end of the little mini 2-day event. It pretty much took us 3 days, 2.5 days, because you can't really count the first day. So at 2.5 days to get to level 89. We can easily push to 90 if we want. I'm just lazy, so I'm not going to. But recommend the build to anyone, especially League Start. Just focus on League Start. I would say focus on getting the cane first. It's probably the most important piece of the gearing process. Then go with this. Get everything else, then get a Vertex late game. Because you get, like, Spreading Rot, this is a free gem. Don't worry about picking that up. Your Cluster Jewel, I craft this. I just got Flow of Time and whatever else came with it. Don't get Green Nightmare unless this is like the last gem you need. I recommend everything else before this. It's not worth 300 chaos. And that's the only thing really in here. The jewel is just look for life and chaos damage. That's it. Whatever else you can get on there, you get on there, but just go for those two only. You can even run in a second one here instead of the Green Nightmare even. Because like the Spreading Rock can go here, or you can put it here. It makes no difference based on what I think. I'm pretty sure it makes no difference whatsoever. And that's pretty much it. Anointment. So that's pretty much, oh yeah, the lab. Lab is the same thing in the last video, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can easily pick up this one if you prefer instead. I just went with this route just because we also don't, our mana is also as energy shield. We're spending instead of mana. But yeah, I'll put my POB in the description below so you can see it. Close to the same one, but this is the full one now. So I hope everyone liked the little mini-series. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button below. Come follow me on Twitch where we're streaming probably this or Delve on Friday. So thank you for everyone coming out. Hope to see you on the next video.